just there. And that's positive reinforcements. That's feedback from my mate to tell me just there. That's
This is so good now you stopped.
yeah.
But it feels so light, even compared to the other arm too. It's sort of...
Yeah. G'day guys, Darcy Ninja here. Today we're talking biceps and how Ninja's actually injured himself doing some dead hangs and how we can impact and help people that have got acute injuries. So what I'd like to do is throw over to Ninja and you tell me what's happened and yeah, give me some backstory.
Yeah, I suppose, so normally we're up here is where we hurt, but this one is down in here. And so what I was doing is some videos with Maddie last week, and he was trying to correct my pull-ups. And what I was doing, he's getting me to hold here like that, okay? And so I think it was either when he was, I was there, I felt a strain, or we're mucking around, he pushed me off the bar as part of the skit, the gag. So I might have strained it there, okay? So what I've noticed is I try to work into it straight away, so this is probably contrary to what most people would do, but I really want to locate it and wanted to kind of get to know what was going on there. And then the tubey grip, so the compression, I had that over the side as well, just to try and get it quick, as quickly as possible. So
just to increase blood flow and circulation into that area as well. And no doubt your conscious decision to just start to push into it just comes off the back of your own experiences with injuries and pain, you know. I know that you've fixed a lot of things in your own body. You've told me about you fixed your own neck and your knee, and we've been lucky enough to hear about these stories along these videos. But yeah, your intuition said, I need to start treating it, which Ninja just touched on. A lot of people want to heal that or guard it or put it in a sling or not use it, okay? But yeah, we can sort of tell you that working into it and getting that blood flow and circulation in there is actually going to fast track the healing phase. So,
hello Patreonos!
Check out our latest Patreon releases.
What? He's there. Come on, show your legs. Fight.
He's my turn.
No pole dancing for you. Oh, yeah, I'm going. All right, grab him.
To join, click the link in the description.
Into the insertion point, as Ninja said, the origin is where you see a lot of bicep tendonitis. Yeah, so overuse of that, and you end up with shoulder pain, and that's where that long head attaches into the coracoid process. But for today, we're actually going to focus on this insertion point where it inserts into the radial tuberosity and also into the fascial system. So let's get your line face up on your back there, Ninja.
That was a cool way of saying it.
Yeah?
Face up on your back.
Ah, bloody hell, I didn't even know. This side?
Yeah.
Well, that's right, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all good.
It's all good, just lie face up on your back, because you'll be surprised how many people, when they come in here for the first time or the 10th time, how many people get that wrong. We've done a funny skit. I'm actually going to start with just like a broad stroke, because it inserts into our radius here, so it actually helps with a bit of supination and stuff, but obviously we know our bicep does that bicep curl. So the action is that, the antagonist muscle being our tricep. What I like to do is just warm it up before I get straight into it. So get my hands warm, it's cold here, take the slack off. I'm going to go straight into the middle there of his forearm, and as we just got to understand, it actually inserts into like the fascial intersection there, like where the fascia overlays. So it's important to actually do some broad strokes to really hit that insertion point. So right there, I'm starting to get to the crease of the elbow, and I can maybe like start to bend the forearm.
Whoa, yeah.
Yeah, and why I like to use like a broad palm is I can collect a lot more surface area. So I can really get a really good gauge of where the adhesion is or where the scarring is that we need to start to work into, and yeah, just get some blood flow, get some circulation, get some movement of cells into that area.
Oh, it's therapeutic.
It's therapeutic.
So good. Feels right now it's getting a bit
sore
more
there.
spicy, yeah. Into the, and that's not really where it's
been.
I was feeling it, but I can really sense that it's tight and sore there.
You ever done a strain to your bicep in the past, man? Or
it's always been up here. I've done plenty of bicep tendons up high, but the lower one I can't remember doing this one. So it's a bit of a different injury, and I felt it bleeding or something at the time. You know,
Interesting.
so I sort of knew that I'd done some kind of damage.
Yeah.
I think it's good experience to actually injure yourself, to kind of know what other people are going through as well, and what it feels like when you've freshly strained something.
Yeah.
You got to back off or do things a different way. Just stop your session altogether.
Yeah. Now off camera, Ninja did some testing and did some movement and some resistance stuff, and we got a good understanding that it's not anything more than like a grade 1, meaning that there isn't a lot of the size of the tear would be quite small. It's more of a strain than an actual tear. There's no bleeding. We can't see any bruising. There isn't a huge sign of inflammation or anything like that, which would gauge it to be more of a stage 2 or 3. A 3 would be like a complete rupture, which you'd see a lot more bruising, a lot more pain. The fact that he could still move it and continue doing a few pull-ups as well was a good sign that you've overstretched it. It's a bit like a frayed rope on a boat or something, where the tendon is just frayed a bit, and we just need to get into there, break off those or burn off those bits of rope that you'd probably do if you were still wanting to use it. Or add layers to it, tape it up, however you'd fix it. We just get in here and get some blood flowing, and the body will start to download collagen, and that collagen will act as the tape or act as the extra strength, the glue, whatever it is, to make sure that this tendon actually comes back stronger than what it ever was beforehand.
So we got collagen and elastin, isn't it?
Elastin, yep.
And there's a third one too, I think, but I kind of don't. I've heard that. It's kind of in between the two, I think. Mm-hmm. So it's not as hard, or it's not as stretchy.
Yep.
It's sort of a bit more. Yeah, that's what we're made up of all over our body.
Yep. All right. So I've liked that we've done a few strokes through there. I'm just going to do one more that's probably a little bit more medial. And when you strain your muscle, it is always nice to just start with some broader strokes. I enjoy it myself, and I know that the clients that I've treated in the past prefer something a little bit more broad before I go straight in there. And that's just my style.
Yeah.
Everyone's a bit different. I know Ninja just goes straight, usually with a thumb on the bone into the tendon, and other practitioners have their different style. But as long as we're slow and collecting the debris and have some intention with our treatment, you're going to be pretty effective. Sorry, man, that just flipped up there.
We all got to get from A to B, haven't we?
Yeah. And then we're going to go all the way up.
Yeah, it's probably a bit up in there too.
Bit up in there, just because of the load that he puts through his shoulders, especially treating all day. Look how my position is. There's a lot of shoulder. There's a lot of lat. But getting all of that bicep. So there's two. We've got our bicep breaks off into two, the long and short head. Nice. Really good. Okay, man. So you reckon if we start to have a little bit of a play around in here?
I can feel it out wide there too.
Yep.
It's probably the. Don't know the name of the muscle, that forearm muscle.
Yeah, one of our extensors or even our supinator. You could feel it in there, could you? Like on this side
just
of it?
when you were pushing in there, I could really feel
okay.
it going down a bit. So.
The true insertion point, a lot of people might think that our bicep finishes before the crease. Our crease, our elbow crease is there. It actually comes into there, overlaps it. Because think of the muscle, it needs to, it's much like our hamstring that flexes the knee, our bicep flexes the forearm.
Yeah, it's bang on it.
Yeah. Therapeutic, man.
Yeah.
Have you had many soft tissue strains, man? Like little light ones?
Yeah, plenty, I suppose, yeah. Probably more like hamstrings and calves. I suppose that's where most people get them.
You've sprinted for 30 plus years.
Yeah.
So 30 years of sprinting once a week, 52 times 30. What are we at? About 260,000.
A lot of fucking running, a lot of sessions. I was sprinting a lot before that too, but
And playing footy and basketball with yourself.
Since I was 6. You got me, mate.
Don't need to go much firmer than that. You do need to be a little bit careful where the strain or the tear is. Sometimes not to, like, if it's in the muscle belly there and you can feel a gap, you wouldn't want to try and deepen that gap in the muscle, that tear. So, but the tendons, we've got muscle spindles here that we really want to.
Wow, that's on it, man.
That's on it that we want to work. All I'm doing is weighting with weight. So pushing into that is going to ask the brain to effectively pay attention to this area. And now that there's attention to this area because we're sending signals to this area that there's something going on, the brain senses that and it'll send more blood. The blood brings all these little working bots and they come in there and they clean it out and they clear it and move it, but they also help to rebuild it and strengthen it. Yeah, just think of them like, tiny little working bees or bots or however you want to envision it. It's the way I like to envision it.
Yeah. Body's amazing, It's
incredible.
It's doing all this stuff that we're not conscious to all the time. It's always healing things. There's always micro tears every time every day, let alone when we exercise. So little micro fractures, micro tears.
Yeah, our body's always killing off cells and regenerating new ones, and it's interesting. So I'm going to work down the forearm. Down the forearm.
Yeah. As you pull it out into yourself a bit more, I can really sense that line. Yeah. Yeah. Far out. It's not nice, but good at the same time. It's backing off already. Good stuff.
How good's this? You get the opportunity to use the resources that we have here, and how fresh was this? Friday or
Friday? Yep. Friday. It's Wednesday now. So
yeah.
Whatever that is, 4 days, 5 days.
Yeah. Day 5.
Yeah.
Nice. Ooh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So just working with the angles of the tissue, so just working down the bicep, the forearm I should say.
Shit.
Nice. Alright, now we're going to go over that crease, go into that there.
And dear.
Very straight down. That's the nasty spot.
It's on it.
Yeah. What's cool about like self-treatment is, you can make a big difference and you can affect it and you can work it yourself, but for whatever reason our body doesn't allow us to push in too firmly or too hard, and we sort of want to back off and those types of things. So, I just felt something there.
Yeah.
So yes, give it a go, have a go yourself and get the ball in there with a foam roller or your own thumb.
By our Fix It Yourself program.
Fix It Yourself program.
Very comprehensive, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got everything. How to treat the whole body from your big toe to your eyeball.
Eyeball is on there. No, it's not.
No,
no eyeballs.
But, lower back pain, neck pain, shoulder pain, hip, knee, all the common ones, and even some more intrinsic stuff. And gives away a lot of our secrets and philosophies and concepts that, you can embody in other aspects in life as well. Teach other people how to fix themselves.
A bit of comedy in there too.
A bit of comedy. Bit of Carl Barron over here.
Bit of before Leo was around, I kind of was the editor and cut in a bit of stuff. So
did your own editing? You miss doing your own editing, Ninj?
No.
Nah.
I want to get into it and maybe do some stuff with my kids or something.
Yeah.
I've got all this footage of my kids I haven't really done anything with. And
yeah.
It'd be good to kind of put it together and, because it's just in a blanket of
Yeah.
so many photos now.
Yeah, big
But there's-
album.
But there's some good ones. There's how there's better photos and they're good moments and stuff. So you want to kind of, I don't know what you call that, summarize it and kind of get it out.
Pretty cool. Our iPhones actually make these little memory albums for us.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like you didn't even know, on this day or whatever.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing how it sort of knows the date and the time and the location.
Yeah.
It's sort of, we tracked and traced, aren't we?
Yeah.
You got a phone, you can see where we've been throughout history. It's there somewhere, logged.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, yeah.
Cool. So working all different angles, all the different fibres and the insertion points. No doubt Ninja had some build-up and tension in the bicep here as well, but just using a bit of a double thumb here to reinforce the depth.
Yeah.
Go deeper. That's one thing. Go deeper.
Yeah.
Explore different angles.
Yeah, that was kind of the bit. It's hanging on, stopping it from fully functioning again. Fuck. Spit in it.
Yeah.
Oh. It's getting better.
It's getting better. Oh.
Ah, dear. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, a bit of a different one today, guys. We're not just giving you our wise spiritual words of wisdom. It's showing you the real treatment.
This is Inner Sanctum.
Inner Sanctum.
Oh, you're so lucky to be in Inner Sanctum.
Yeah.
This could be you. Could be you getting fixed.
Yeah, it's what we put our clients through sometimes is, 30 minutes of quite intense but therapeutic pain, but needs to be done. Got to do the work.
Yeah, I'm going to shift it.
Got to shift it. Got to move it.
Can just stay and get buried deeper and deeper if you
Yeah.
don't kind of tend to it, eh?
Yeah, and we just end up compensating, and we lose the function of that forearm or elbow, and we start to use more of our shoulder or more of our wrist, and we end up with things, issues down the track. So get on top of your injuries, get on top of your strains, do something about it, get into the body work. Tell me how that feels, man. If you feel
Oh, fuck. It feels so good now you stopped.
like, yeah,
But it feels so light, even compared to the other arm too. It's sort of,
yeah, just like this sensation of movement and blood flow in there.
yeah.
Do you feel like there's a spot that needs any more attention, or?
Nah.
Feels good. Yeah. And that's a good test too. Test your range if you want to do a bicep. See if you can touch your shoulder. Sometimes your bicep gets in the way. They're a bit too bloody big and you can't do it.
Yeah.
But no, we like that. We'll swap. Ninja's going to treat me now. But thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you do like and subscribe. Head to Patreon for more exclusive content. And if you want to see one of these practitioners, make sure you head online, melbournemusculartherapies.com, and book an appointment today. See you next time.
Get it done.